What's going on YouTube, and welcome to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, in this video I'm going to tell you guys my grind method for this week. Now this week we have the double cash on the hangars, so we have to focus on that. Each week you actually have to use a different kind of grind method depending on the double cash of that week. If you guys have a different kind of grind method than me, please leave it in the comments. Maybe I will use it as well, but this is the one that I'm using right now. So the first thing that you need to do is resupply your cocaine business and your bunker business. Now I also did my meth lab and my other MC businesses over here, but the ones that I actually recommend is just the cocaine and the bunker. Also, if you have a nightclub, that's very good as well, and then you can just assign the technicians like I will show you guys, but just the cocaine and the bunker. So that's it. And if you guys have the upgrades, that will be more awesome, because then you can actually go ahead and buy the supplies, and that will actually speed up the process. So if you have a nightclub, try to assign your technicians like this. If you can't exactly do it like this, just try to do it as much as possible, and then it will be good. Just don't do it the organic products, so the weed, and just don't do the printing and copying. So try to avoid those. So after you actually did all those things, we now are going to the hangar, and with the hangar we're actually going to source art and antiques. Now if you watched my video from yesterday, you know why we are doing this. If you haven't watched it, make sure to check it out. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can actually check it out and know why we did art and antiques and not something else. So since I'm doing this alone, I can only source one crate at a time. If you're doing this with multiple people, you can of course source multiple crates, but if you're doing this solo, you actually have to do it one crate at a time. Now this mission, you have the stunt mission over here. The pink spots on the map are places where you have to fly sideways between buildings, and the yellow spots on the map are places where you actually have to fly under bridges. You have to do a couple of stunts until the bar is full, and when the bar is full, Ron actually tells you the place of the crate. Now the best way to do it is actually just to go to the sewers, and over here you actually have a lot of bridges back to back, and you can fly under them very easily. I did it with the Molotov. When you start the hangars resupply missions, you always get a plane actually that's also very good for that mission. So if you don't have a custom plane, you can just use the plane that Ron actually provides. And most of the time the provided airplane or helicopter is also the best for the mission, so it might be smarter to even use that instead of the custom airplane that you already have. Or if you have exactly the same airplane or something that looks very much like it, of course then you can use your custom vehicle, because that is of course better. It has upgrades and stuff like that. Now guys, in the beginning of the video I said only do cocaine and bunker. Now the reason why I said that is because if you do all the MC businesses, you will actually spend a lot of time on selling these businesses, and you will actually not have a lot of time to actually resupply the hangar. Now one big tip with the hangar, for example, if you have a truck like I do over here, just destroy the truck, and then you can actually pick up the crate, and then you can actually take it to the hangar with, for example, your Molotov or your Oppressor Mark II or your own car, and that will of course be a lot faster. Now as I said, bunker and cocaine are right now processing, so after we've done a couple of crates we can actually go ahead and sell those, and this is actually the method that I use. So just do a little bit for the hangar, sell your MC businesses, so your bunker and your cocaine, and also if your nightclub is almost full you can sell it as well, and this is actually the method that I use. So guys, if you don't have a bunker or cocaine, you can of course use another MC business. Just use the one that you have. Try to use the best ones, so cocaine, meth, counterfeit cash, weed, and then document forgery. This is the order, going from best MC business to worst MC business. Also, having the upgrades is very important guys, especially if you are buying the product, because if you don't have the upgrades then your profit will actually not be that big, and resupplying it manually will actually cost a lot of time. Now after you did the art and antiques, you now have a cooldown, so then you actually need to do the jewelry and gemstones. Now the reason why we're not doing the narcotics, if you watched my video from yesterday, it's because we are doing this solo, and when you are doing this solo it's actually better to sell at 10 crates, and with 10 crates the bonus is the biggest for the animal materials, the arts and antique, and the jewelry and gemstones. So we are just switching up the art and antique and jewelry and gemstones until we have 10 of both, and when we have 10 of both we can actually go ahead and sell that as well. Now one crate takes approximately 5 minutes, so 20 crates, so 10 of arts and antique and 10 of jewelry and gemstones will take around 1.5 hours, maybe a little bit more, and you can actually sell 10 crates of arts and antiques for 240k this week, and if you sell the jewelry and gemstones as well, it will be 480k. So for the 20 crates, 480k in 1.5 hour or 1 hour and 40 minutes, something like that. So that's actually pretty good. Without the double cash it would be shit, but with the double cash it's actually decent. Now one more tip, as I said guys, try to use a plane that actually looks like the plane that's provided. For example, if you have a helicopter, don't use the Molotov, because you probably need to land on a roof or something like that, and then the Molotov or just any plane will be not that good. Also, if you get a plane, for example, like here we got the Molotov, so I just use my own Molotov. You probably need to destroy something, and if you need to destroy something, there will probably be other fighter jets also attacking you, so then a helicopter won't be that good because you can't dodge the missiles. For example, with this mission you have to destroy the planes, and then you have a lot of fighter jets also chasing you. And of course the Mark II, Oppressor Mark II, will also not be that good because you have to fire a lot of missiles, and the Mark II has a limit of 20 missiles. So try to use the plane that's actually provided, or if you have it custom, use your custom version, because most of the time that plane that's provided is actually the best for these missions. So as I said guys, one mission approximately 5 minutes, sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, for 20 crates, so 10 crates of art and antique and 10 crates of jewelry and gemstones. Or if you want to do animal materials, that's also good. It will take around 1.5 hours, and then you can go ahead and sell it. And if you sell at 10 crates, you will always be able to do the sale mission on your own, so you don't have to worry about that. Over here we got a buzzard, so I just wanted to show you guys, just use something similar, or actually almost the same vehicle that is actually provided by Ron. So I got a helicopter and I just used a helicopter. So after 5 crates I actually got a little bit bored, so that can happen as well. And over here I'm actually going to check on my cocaine and my bunker business. My cocaine was actually full, and actually a little bit too much full. So I went ahead and sold it. So if you're bored with the hangar business, just go ahead and check on your bunker and your cocaine, and if it's good to sell, go ahead and sell it. Now if you're playing solo, what is good to sell? For the cocaine business, if it's less than half, so 2.5 blocks of stock, if it's less than that, or almost that, sorry actually, so if it's almost 2.5 blocks, go ahead and sell it. I sold it at a little bit more, but I was lucky with my mission. And with the bunker, if it's 1/4 of full stock, so in value that will be 160k. If a full value is 600k for you, of course, if you have the upgrade. So 1/4 of the total bar, because you don't actually have small bars with the bunker. And for the nightclub, just sell when it's full, because you can always do it solo. So guys, that was pretty much it. So just mix up the hangar and the MC businesses. That was my grind method. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.